So let's pull up the three candidates here, Christina, Hillary, and Margaret. No pressure at all, ladies. Dr. Christina Finello, what is your campaign running on, and how is it going?
That's great. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm running in Pennsylvania's 1st District, which is Bucks and Montgomery County. It's in the Philadelphia suburbs. I have deep roots here. I grew up in a working class family. I understand the challenges of this district because I've lived them. I have a daughter with pre-existing conditions, and I'm still paying off my student loans. And we have a congressman right now who's made our lives much harder here in this district. He has sided with Donald Trump on taking away health care for people with pre-existing conditions. He sided with Trump on limiting reproductive freedom, and he has sided with Trump on voting for the Trump tax bill. When the GOP and Trump need him the most, my opponents buy their side. And we can win this race. We can bring change to Washington. Our district is ripe to flip. We are one of 3 districts that Hillary Clinton won in 2016 that's still held by a Republican incumbent. And momentum's on our side. We just got a poll yesterday that shows us up by a point, and Biden's leading by double digits. So if we want to send a message to end this Trump agenda, we have to flip this district and replace Brian Fitzpatrick with me, Christina Finello. If you want to help us out, go to FinelloForCongress.com and help us flip this seat and flip the Pennsylvania delegation.
Hillary Scholten, how much does coronavirus play a role in what you're talking to voters about, and how is your campaign going there? What's your main issue?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Mika. It's a pleasure to be here. The coronavirus is top of everyone's mind, not only the lingering threat of that pandemic, but the economic fallout. A district like mine, where the average income for a family of 4 is around $50,000 a year, this has been a devastating 2020. Healthcare is top of mind for so many because of the pandemic, and because related to the recession, we've got 5.4 million Americans without health insurance. I can't go to the grocery store without people talking to me about just how important it is that we protect people with pre-existing conditions, lower the cost of care. Our campaign is on fire. We are up by 2 points in the polls, on the brink of making history here by electing the first Democrat in almost 50 years, the first woman ever to represent this district. People are excited. We're building something new here in West Michigan. I wasn't born and raised in a Democratic household, and but have come to see that the time is now for change. And that's really the story of West Michigan. It is Kent County, the heart of my district, is considered a real bellwether for this election. And as Tom was mentioning, it is literally one of the most crucial seats to flip in order to make sure that we can prevent Trump from winning in Michigan again in 2020. It matters deeply to people on the ground. This could be one of the very first votes I cast as a representative for Michigan's 3rd congressional district. So we're working hard here to win this seat. Anybody who's interested in learning more and getting involved, feel free to check us out at HillaryScholten.com.
Margaret Good, how is your race going? You're in Florida. As it pertains to the coronavirus, is there an issue with how people are getting their news? I mean, it's hard enough to grapple with your opponent, but are you also struggling with people understanding the facts?
Well, people want to live in a healthy and a safe and a civil society. And unfortunately, that is not where we are right now. People are sick. They're financially insecure. They cannot look to the government because Trump is not taking this virus seriously. He is downplaying the importance of it. And our current congressman, my opponent, Vern Buchanan, has been named one of the most corrupt members of Congress 5 times, and he is in lockstep with President Trump. He's voted to gut health care, to cut Medicare, to allow insurance companies to drop people with pre-existing conditions. And we deserve so much better. And the seniors in this district, they aren't having it. They have seen their friends get sick. They fear for their own health, and they're scared and isolated. And this is a district that is one of the oldest districts in the country. And that's why we have seen this shift in voting. Our polling has us statistically tied. with our opponent.
Wow.
So we are working hard to flip this seat and make sure that we bring accountability to Washington. And Florida, as you know, is one of the most important states. This is Trump's path to re-election to the White House. And if we stop him in Florida, we stop this chaos. We bring normalcy and decency back to this country.
All right, 3 women looking to flip seats in what could be the most vital districts in the country. Dr. Christina Finello, Hillary Scholten, Margaret Good, thank you all. And we should mention that we've reached out to each of their opponents to offer interviews as well. Tom Rogers, thank you for staying on this.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.